As we're getting ready for this next heat. That's what makes buggy special, and that's what the people here are going to remember 5 years from now.
WRCT does not condone the intoxication of the buggy participants.
Of course not. In lane one, we
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, set.
And speaking of PiKA's strong pushers, it's PiKA's B women's team Phantom in lane 1. Phantom, their top buggy from a couple years back, and SigEp A, number 5 in lane 3. And SigEp is having one hell of a first for a hill as a very, very strong hill 1 pusher. It looks like they've already pulled out to a 3-second lead on PiKA. This is going to be another tight race, and I hope don't have any sort of issues as SigEp makes their shove off to their hill 2 pusher. Don't know if that was early, but coming around, also PiKA makes their shove off to their hill 2 pusher. Now, one of the biggest shoves coming up is the one into the free roll. And it looks like SigEp made their shove off a lot earlier, and PiKA is just rounding the corner as they don't have the strongest women's B team that we've seen in a long time. But SigEp has about a 40-foot lead, and PiKA is closing in on it pretty quickly as they are known for having very strong technology. Now, SigEp coming around the corner, we're getting up towards the second turn, and 1, 2, they still have maintained a 4-second lead over PiKA, as it looks like their engineering knowledge has gotten a lot stronger. SigEp coming up to the corner, and coming up to the stop sign. They're going to get to the stop sign at 1:07, and PiKA's only about 2 seconds behind at 1:09. That's much quicker than the French team by a good 5 seconds, and they're coming up towards the first flaggers. PiKA's made up a lot of distance as they are almost side by side going into the chute as PiKA's taking the wider angle. And let's see what happens as they make their turns. Looks like PiKA makes a pass going into the chute. Yes, PiKA's passed them right before the chute. That was a great line into the chute. PiKA pulling off to the right side of the road, staying out of SigEp's way, and PiKA looks like they're going to pick up their buggy a little bit earlier, as that was an exciting run into the chute. I didn't see any contact, looked clean, but you can check the replays, as CMU TV is bringing you some great coverage of the buggy all around the course if you set up your TVs there. And it looks like PiKA has pulled ahead of SigEp, but SigEp makes their transition push over about 3 seconds behind. So they're coming up the backside. They're going to be coming up the backside neck and neck. And you have to be careful when you're coming up the backside neck and neck, as SigEp's hill 4 pusher is making up a little bit of distance on PiKA's hill 4 pusher. You have to be very careful when you make your shove-offs that you don't get in the way of the buggy, but they are neck and neck coming up the backside, as SigEp's A team has been making some great time going down the right side of the road, which is a bit of an unusual line. Now, you do have to watch out as there's a little bit more debris that comes down that side of the road, but it's good to make sure the buggies don't run into each other. And they're coming up past all the parking spots, and they're neck and neck going into hill 5, push into their 5, and everyone at the backside is cheering pretty loudly as you come up to the alumni tent. The buggies are pretty close to each other, and it looks like SigEp's hill 5 push run is a little bit stronger, but they are going to be crossing the finish line neck and neck. Now, PiKA is trying to own the course, and looks like they're trying to get them off the course. That's we'll see what happens around hill 5 as they both cross the finish line. Goal today is just qualification, as they both cross the finish line at about 2 minutes and 54, 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
Yeah, another close finish, Alan, is, as SigEp was trying to get around the other side, you really sort of forced out along to the edge of the road, where the buggies usually don't go. It seemed like there was some unevenness in the road that really affected their buggy, may have slowed it down.